Welcome to Space Engineers. I love this game, except when I have to do all that drilling. But maybe there's another way. So I initially made this, my first mining rig. Well, not fully automated, but still a lot better and faster than manual drilling or even by a mining ship. Well, it's basically just 4 pistons at the top with drills at the bottom. And after fully extending the 4 pistons, I would just retract and insert 16 small conveyor tubes right after the pistons, and then start the cycle again. Well, that quickly became laborious, and I want to make something more automated. So I thought about making a self-building mining rig, one that I could easily replicate using blueprints. Would that be easy? I don't know. But it's interesting and challenging. So I started making this. This is the portion of the mining rig's rail that I designed that the mining rig will continuously self-build. And of course, this is the mining rig's blueprint. And I do the modifications here and save the blueprint.
Fuel low.
Uh-oh, I think I forgot to bring some hydrogen bottles.
Fuel
Let me get
critical.
back to my ship and just get some. So I bought this game mainly because I like the idea of creating stuff, making my own spaceships, my own rovers, explore space with them, mine with them, but not necessarily mining stuff in the manual sense. Like I have to do it constantly. I didn't like that. So let's be an engineer and create something that will be automated. So that's my idea here. So I built this. This is again the upper portion of the mining rig's rail that will allow the mining rig to continuously go down, while also continuously building segments of the rail that actually supports the rig itself, and also provides a conveyor system to move stones, ores, and ingots between this always moving mining rig and the large grid station above ground, which provides all the power and is fast enough to help this rig in refining all the stone and, if ever, the ores that it mines. As you can see, I've left this running for quite a while now, and it has drilled quite a deep hole already. Now if we wait a little bit, the welders should actually start building the next component in the mining rail. Okay, it's starting. See? It's so nice. It's all automated. Well, basically, it's doing all of this, it's building while it's drilling. This screen, by the way, it lists all the components for auto crafting, and it is in tandem with a programmable block that holds an inventory management script. Now this small text panel is actually a status screen that I use for the other programmable block that holds the script that I made that actually does all the automation for this mining rig. Now you're asking why most players that do this usually use just a timing block. The reason why is with a timer the timer doesn't know the current state of the components. Like, did all the connectors actually connect? No, it doesn't know. So basically, if you leave a timer block continuously running actions, it will continue running actions even though if the, for example, the mining rig is actually misaligned, it will still continue running without even knowing if the connector is actually connected, and eventually it will dislodge itself, and you'll later find out that your mining rig that you took a long time to build is actually dislocated and is in two separate locations. So um, with a script, it's intelligent enough to stop if in case certain conditions are not met. Like if a connector is not connected, then it will stop there. And there's also an option to communicate to you that the mining rig has actually stopped. You could actually check remotely. This mining rig has cameras on it, so you could actually check it, and it also has a remote control, so you could actually control it, send commands, and such things. This rig actually, since it's a small grid, um, the only component that the survival kit that the mining rig is using to make all the components, survival kit can't make small steel tubes, which is each segment of this rail requires 18, and all the other components the survival kit can make except for that small steel tube. So the way I do it is I batch create a lot of small steel tubes above with the assembler, like 1,000 small steel tubes, and just carry the small steel tubes to the container here in this mining rig, and that's it. In the future version of this mining rig, I plan to use drones, and the drones I hope I could use I could add logistics intelligence to it, so that if whenever it needs small steel tubes, it will request a drone to come and bring some small steel tubes for it. And if it's getting filled with too many ingots, it will actually send out a drone from this mining rig going to your base. So that's something that I haven't planned. I'm excited about it because it brings in some new dimension to gameplay. Because, for example, if you are playing with your friend and you have different human factions and you're warring to each other, and you're both using mining rigs and drones, being like your supply lines. For example, you have asteroids that you've scouted for minerals, and you've established mining rigs to those minerals, and drone taxis the minerals back and forth to your base. And then one tactic for the other faction to limit your resources is to, of course, disrupt your supply line. And of course, this being automated and all, it makes it so it's very much a different dimension than it is right now, that you're doing the mining manually, or the mining are done near the base. I actually have even grander plans. I've always wanted to try out AI training, or basically machine learning, those new things. Um, and I think I can train an AI to play Space Engineers, as in it's a real player, not using the AI core. Though I've heard that there will be some major changes in the AI core that will help developers or modders improve the AI or have more access to um, some of the core features of Space Engineers. But if in case it doesn't work that way, or doesn't won't work that way, I think I can make it that an AI could be trained as if it was a real player in Space Engineers. So I'm excited with that, but I don't know how soon I'll be doing that. Definitely, I want to make this mining rig um, work really well and really accessible. So I'll be making this into a blueprint so that it could be accessed through Steam. And I haven't done that before, so I'll still figure that one out. And I hope people would actually like it. Now, if you would like to be updated, let's say in the AI stuff, in the mining rig, or in the drone um, updates, then do please consider subscribing to my channel. I do plan to make regular video updates, so do please consider subscribing. So here we go, it's about to finish and connect. It actually needs the merge block so that all the components would be exactly aligned. And the rear part should disconnect like so. And move forward. Now let us just speed up the video a bit. Now any moment now, there, the rear part should connect, and see the projector. The merge blocks are actually required so that the projector would be perfectly aligned, and the welders would start welding the other half of the rail segment. Now this screen now shows all the components that needs to be auto-crafted to replenish what was used. So I just remembered something. Let me just get up here and speed a little bit more. There we go. Now, I just remembered. Oh, I'm running low. This refinery is actually required, at least one, with speed modules. And it's a requirement because we don't want the mining rig being clogged up with all the stone that it's drilling, it's mining. It will definitely clog up if the refining process is not fast enough. So a refinery with speed modules are required. I don't know how many, but I went all the way with 4. Yeah. I think I'll just end it here, and yeah, I'll be making the blueprint next, and see you there.